Hello everyone, it's me, Jay. I'm going to show off some of my decks. Some of these might be for sale. Let's take a look. Hello everyone, this deck is for sale. Hello everyone, this is my modern Merfolk mill deck. Let's take a look. This is just a 1/1 Merfolk creature token. This is not the correct token that you'll be given if you purchase this deck. But I do have the 1/1 Merfolk creature token with Hexproof. I just have to find it. I know where it is, just need to grab it. Anyways, let's take a look at this Merfolk mill deck. First of all, we're going to shuffle. It's a mono blue modern Merfolk mill. Very entertaining. Put that over there, and we'll get started. We'll get started with drawing 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Not the best, not the worst. Far from the worst. One will land, we'll undo it. Well, I can easily keep. 1. And I'll pass the turn. Casting out Grimoire Thief. Very nice ability. Very nice. Whenever a Grimoire Thief becomes tapped, remove the top 3 cards of target opponent's library from the game face down. You may look at cards removed from the game with Grimoire Thief. Pay 1 blue, sacrifice Grimoire Thief. Turn all cards removed from the game with Grimoire Thief face up. Counter all spells with those names. I actually wouldn't counter it, it's just a waste, but you could just mill your opponent 3. Or exile, I should say. So I'll pay 2 mana. End turn. Next turn. Very nice. Oh, I do have 3 lanes. Fantastic. So what I will do, indeed, is pay 2 mana for Deeproot Pilgrimage. 1, 2. Very good ability. Let's take a look at that. 2 mana enchantment. Whenever one or more non-token Merfolk you control becomes tapped, create a 1/1 blue Merfolk creature token with Hexproof. I do have that token. I will move into combat and I'll decide whether or not, if they have a creature or not. Let's just say if they didn't, I'll move to combat. Declare my attackers, tap that. You betcha. Since I tapped an untapped Merfolk creature, that's not a token. I put dice value of 1 for 1 Merfolk creature token. They don't have creatures. They take 2 damage and exile 3 cards from the top of their library, face down. So I'll put 3 to signify how many cards I've milled, approximately. After the whole combat phase and cleanup, I'll pay the 1. Aquit's Will, probably mispronounced that. 1 mana, put a flood counter on target land. That land is an island in addition to its other types as long as it has a flood counter on it. If you control Merfolk, draw a card. I do, my Grimoire Thief. And draw a card. Ooh, land. And I'll put this die to show how many islands they have, because I do have Islandwalk. I'm back. So I've got a 1/1 token. I've milled up or exiled to 3 cards so far. And I've made one of their lands into an island in addition to their other types. These are the cards I've got in hand. And I'll end my turn. I can't believe I got this early game. Anyways, play the land. Play the Drowner, working with minimum space, so you may or may not see my islands off camera. Tapping 3, cast Drowner of Secrets. You know what? I'll read it. Drowner of Secrets, 3 mana, cheap for 3. Tap an untapped Merfolk you control. Target player puts the top card of his or her library into his or her graveyard, but triggers well with a pilgrimage. Let's see what else I can play. Nothing else at the moment. Well, that's okay. So I'll go tap and untap Merfolk. My opponent mills 1. So I've milled them at least 4 or exiled. and triggers the pilgrimage. I now have two 1/1 Merfolk tokens with Hexproof. I will also tap the Grimoire Thief to mill them one. Get another token. So we get three of them. There's the three. And exile the top three cards of their library. So I'll put 3 on. So I've either exiled or milled 8 cards so far. Got 3 1/1 Merfolk creature tokens. And I think I'll end the turn with there. Turn 4. My turn 5. Ooh, nice. Play lane. I will cast the Spreading Seas. I will. I like turning the lanes into islands. I think it's funny. They can play with mono blue too. The other night I was playing this by myself. I'll be right back. Back again, everyone. So I paid 2 mana for Spreading Seas. Enchanted land is now an island. And I draw a card. I'll also pay 3 mana instead. No, 2. I'll pay the 2 mana. I've got 1 blue left to cast another Grimoire Thief. I'll use Drowner of Secrets, tap and untap Merfolk I control. I will tap itself. I'll mill them 1 and get another token. I will tap the Grimoire Thief as well to get another token and mill them 1. And they also exile the top 3 cards of their library when Grimoire Thief becomes tapped. I'll tap the other one to mill them 1 to get the token. And they exile another 3 cards on top of their deck. Awesome. So that's up to 17 cards they've milled up in total and or have an exile. And these are the last 2 cards remaining in my hand. I'll pass turn. I've got 6 1/1 Merfolk creature tokens with Hexproof at the moment, at the end of my turn 5. Very nice. Untap. Take another turn. Whee! Drowner of Secrets. I don't need another one in play at the moment. I'll keep it for later, just in case. Just in case. So instead, 1, 2, cast the Master of Pearl Trident 2 mana for 2/2. This is a reprint. It was cheaper to buy the reprint. Other Merfolk creatures you control get +1/+1 and have Islandwalk. They have 1 island from the Spreading Seas and a flood counter on one of their lands. So at the moment they technically have 2 islands. So I shall cast that. I'll also cast for 3 to get the Merfolk Sovereign in. Other Merfolk creatures you control get +1/+1. Tap it. Target Merfolk creature is unblockable. So all my mana, all 5 of 5, tapped. I actually wouldn't attack at this moment. At least, maybe not at the moment. Because I try to think and pretend whether or not an opponent has creatures or not. But at least my Merfolk creature tokens are now 1, 2, 3. They're 3 3s each. So I've got 6 3/3 Merfolk creature tokens with Islandwalk. Anyways, what I will do is using my Drowner of Secrets tapping ability, tap that to mill them 1. I get a Merfolk, another die, and then I'll keep that. Tap the other Merfolk Sovereign to mill them 1. Very nice. Get the token. Maybe I could attack. But we'll figure that out. I will tap the Drowner, mill them 1. This is just a reminder of how many cards I've milled and or exiled. It's pretty funny. I get a Merfolk creature token. Mill the Grimoire Thief, 1 of 2. That's in play. There's 4 of them in this deck. So they mill 1. I get Merfolk creature token. Ooh. Then they exile the top 3 cards of their library, face down. 1, 4. And then tap out the other Grimoire Thief as well. They mill 1, and they exile. 5, 4, 1. That's 5. That's it, and I get the token. I probably would declare attackers? I thought it wasn't, but since I've got quite a few backup tokens, I can move to combat. So I'll move to combat and attack with 6 3/3s with Islandwalk. So, they take 18 damage in total, and they can't block it. They can only prevent the damage, destroy the creature. They can't. It has hexproof too. The tokens do get hexproof because of the deeper pilgrimage. I have the tokens somewhere, I just need to grab it. But that's okay, it will be available in this deck anyway. I do have it. And I have 5 3/3 spare Merfolk creature tokens to block. I've got this left. I'll probably pass turn with that. So far they've milled and or have cards exiled. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 29 cards, so half of their deck by the time that my end of turn 5 has come around, They have 2 islands, so everything I have has Islandwalk, so they are gonna die by mill or Islandwalk. It's great. This is only by the end of my 5th turn. Anyways, time to go for my 6th turn. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. It's another one. I'll cast that out just because I am cruel. So, it's another one. Whenever one or more non-token Merfolk you control becomes tapped, create a 1/1 blue Merfolk creature token with hexproof. So each time I tap one of my untapped non-token Merfolks taps, I get a 1/1 Merfolk creature token, only with the card effect of the Drowner. When I go for attacking and declare all my attackers, even if I attack with 5 Merfolks that are not tokens, I still get only 1 token. Not 1 each, just 1. That way the Drowner of Secrets comes in very handy. It's for each Merfolk you tap with that ability, get a token. So now you get 2 tokens for each Merfolk I tap. So I'll tap that to mill them 1 with the Sovereign. So they mill 1. Move this up to 5. I get 2 tokens. Tap the Pearl. They mill 1. Get another dice for that. I like dice. Get 2 tokens there. Tap the Drowner. Mill them once. Get 2 tokens. Tap the Grimoire Thief. They mill 1. And then they exile 3. 5 and 1. I get 2 tokens. Tap the other Grimoire Thief. Mill them an extra 1. And then they exile 3 from the top of the deck, face down. And they get 2 more tokens. So right now I've got 11, I've got in total 11 3/3 Merfolk. Anyways, so in total I've got 11 3/3 Merfolk creature tokens with hexproof and Islandwalk that can attack, and I will, and they lose the game. I have another 10 more 3/3 Merfolk creature tokens untapped that I can use for blockers. This is by the end of my turn 6. So they've milled out and or exiled in total 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 cards. That's almost the entire deck now from start to finish within 6 turns. It's really over by your 5th turn anyway. It's pretty funny. I laugh a lot. One of my buddies likes this as well. Frank, you like this deck a lot, don't you, Frank? I know you do.